What up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Asaki back with another video. You know it. Okay, so today's video is gonna be about the story of Perseus, the guy who killed Medusa. So the story begins like this. King Argos, or King of Argos, Acrisius, had no son, okay, to take over his throne. He only had a daughter. So he went to the Oracle of Delphi to see if there was a way he could get a son. The Oracle tells him that if his daughter bores a son, he will one day kill him and take everything he owns. Okay. So in response to that, he responds naturally with fear and anger. So he plans to do away with his without having his daughter to have a baby. So he locks her up in a tower. Now, the tower, when I mean inescapable, no way someone can get in. There's no way someone can get in. See, even though there's no way a human can get in, doesn't mean a god. Zeus comes in the shout into a crack in the ceiling in a shower of gold, and then impregnates his daughter Diana or something like that. It's some of the D. I can't spell. Greek names are really hard to pronounce. Okay. And so 9 months so he had locked her in that room with no food or water. So he was expecting to hear that she had died. Well, in 9 months, when he had no word of her demise, he had went to the tower himself, and to his horror and shock, not only had she not died, but she had given birth to a son, Perseus. So I'm surprised that King Acrisius knew who the father was immediately, because he, instead of killing the mother and his daughter and basically his grandson, he decides to let nature take the course and not anger the gods, including the son's father, Zeus. So he throws her and baby Perseus, in the sea with in a wooden chest or something like that. That's kind of like a makeshift boat. While they're traveling, Perseus' mother prays the god to the gods for safe passage and like a new life, I guess. And they are rescued by a fisherman of a small kingdom off the coast. And I forgot what the kingdom's called exactly. Argos. Yeah. No, that's where the other king's from. Sorry, somewhere else. And the fisherman raises Perseus like his own son, even though it's not his son. And the fisherman's brother, is actually the king of that area. So later, when Perseus is older, the king actually fell in love with Perseus' mother. And Perseus is very protective over his mother, especially against the king, because he feels the king is not worthy of his mother. Okay? Then again, most kids don't think someone that's trying to court their mother or date them is not worthy of them. That's their father themselves. Sometimes. Sometimes they think their father's not even worthy of them. Anyways, so he doesn't want her to marry, but see, he's the king, so she technically has to marry him. So he makes the shame and disgrace and get Perseus out of the way for good. He decides he's gonna throw an engagement party for him and Perseus' mother. He's telling everybody in the kingdom they have to bring a gift. Not only a gift, an expensive gift, okay? If they don't bring a gift or an expensive gift, let alone an expensive gift, they are banished from the kingdom forever. Okay, they can never come back. Well, Perseus has no money since he has no father. He has no money or ways to make means, so he has no gift to present. So at the party, he goes over to the king and he says to him, "I might not have the money to afford a gift, but I will bring you something that you will absolutely need. I will bring you the head of Medusa." Okay? And the king's like, whatever. I mean, if you could bring me that Medusa, whatever. But I doubt you will. So either way, he could die because everyone knows that if you look at Medusa, you're gonna die. Or he still gets him out of the way if he can't get the head. So yeah, he thinks it's a win-win. So Perseus goes and tries to go find the thing. Now he has no weapons, no battle strategy. All he knows is there's a monster that if it's so horrible you look at it, you get turned to stone, okay? And he has to find it. That's all he knows. Since he's also the son of Zeus, he gets divine help. He is told by Hermes the messenger, okay, to go seek out the Grady sisters. Now, I'm not sure if this is the actual story part, but I think he figures out himself, but in one of my books that I have, it says Hermes tells him to go search for him, okay? The Grady sisters are 3 horrible old ladies, okay? They live in an island that's where the sun never shines. It's always dark. And they are blind except for one eye that each of the 3 pass around when they want to look at something. So Perseus, all he knows is there are 3 ugly women on this island, okay? He goes to this island, and he does... So this is where Perseus is different from most Greek heroes. He does reconnaissance before he actually charges in. He thinks with their weaknesses. So then he notices that they had the one eye only, okay? So while they're passing the eye around, he takes it, and he says, I want the location of the Medusa and this. And they said, we don't know the location, but go to the River Styx nymphs near the River Styx, okay? And they will give you the location as well as some items you will need, okay? Well, they don't say that, but okay? But then, so he goes that, and he throws the eye back onto the sand, right into the cave, and they walk, and she walks away. He then goes to the River Styx, okay? And the nymphs tell him where to find Medusa, and they give him 3 magical divine items. The Sword of Zeus. Okay? They give him the Sword of Zeus. Helmet of Hades, the invincibility helmet. And Hermes' wing pair of wing slippers. So then from there he decides, okay, I got my weapons, I got my and he also gets a shield, the shield of Athena. He gets the shield of Athena. He is given the shield of Athena. No, yeah, shield of Athena, Zeus's sword, and the helmet of invisibility and the wing slippers. That's what he's given. So he then is taken to he takes off flight with the wing slippers, and he flies to where the location was given to where Medusa is. He there then decides to do something smart. He knows if he goes head full on front ahead, he'll die and be dead and turn to stone. So what he does is actually ingenious. He walks backwards with the shield facing outward, okay? And he's walking backwards using the shield to guide his way back while he's walking backwards to guide so he doesn't bump into anything. When he looks through the shield, he notices that Medusa is actually asleep. But he accidentally knocks something over, and in the mythology, I think is believed, and he awakes her. He hides behind a pillar, and he's kind of like freaking out. Anyone would be. She's creeping up to him slowly. So he decides that if he just charges her, he's going to die. So he uses his shield to judge where she is by poking it out a little bit. He counts to I would say he counts to 3. That's what anyone would do. And then turns around, closes his eyes, and cuts her head clean off. Now, the thing about Medusa is that's pretty cool. Is no matter if she's dead, her head can still be used. So he grabs